Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I am using the Crow Tarot for this reading. I have not used this deck for a while, as far as I can remember. I'm using it because we are talking about Meghan's podcast on Spotify. So crows, of course, talk, chatter, chatter, chatter. And the talk is that Meghan is trying to trademark the word archetypes, the word in the title of her series of podcasts she is doing for Spotify for $18 million, I think it was, dollars or pounds, can't remember. Devil has come out to play from the Crow Tarot. I'm going to be doing a 5-card reading. I want to know why she's doing this and how Spotify feels about it. A lot of bad press about this, a lot of mocking, a lot of questioning, a lot of people saying it's very mean-spirited. There already are podcasts that use the word. It's going to be very unfair for them if they have to take themselves down, be silenced by Meghan Markle. And then what is her attitude to intellectual property? Because, of course, we had the copyright saga with the letter she wrote to her father, and then she sued on copyright basis, infringement basis, and won. So she does seem to like to assert her intellectual property rights wherever she can. And even if everyone else feels that it is vastly inappropriate, unfair, uncalled for, whatever, very interesting underlying energy we get. The Three of Swords. The heartache card, the disappointment card, the betrayal card. Very surprising energy to come out in a reading like this. It's business, really. It's about money. But there's something here that is driving her. It's the underlying energy, of course. Something that is driving her that is to do with disappointment and upset and hurt. And possibly, she thought, because we are talking intellectual property here, and it is on my mind while I'm doing this reading, the letter case with Daddy and Associated Newspapers, perhaps very disappointed that she didn't get her big payday then. Feels hurt, feels betrayed, feels disappointed, lawyers let her down, legal system let her down, justice wasn't served, and now she's going to try again, but we'll see. We'll check in. We may have to come back and revisit this card as the reading progresses. So the situation right now with this trademark application, there she goes, the King of Wands. She's coming up as a king energy, very dominant energy. It's Leo, it's her, it's I'm the Lord of all I survey, and very entitled. It's very dramatic energy. It's a thought leader. It likes to be giving speeches and follow me and rah rah and off we go and fight the good fight. That is the King of Wands. So that's the energy around this. She's very, very energized. She's very motivated. She wants to be the one who leads this. She wants to own this word because she has decided to use it for her own purposes. It's going to be all about her from now on. When we hear the word archetype, we are now going to think Meghan Markle. Wow. Is all I can say. I work with archetypes in another aspect of my life. Well, I work every day with them in tarot. The 22 major arcana are very powerful archetypes. There is an inner guide meditation that you can do using the 22 major arcana. Very powerful. If you are interested, Google it. Inner guide meditation, devised by someone called Edwin C. Steinbrecher. Steinbrecher. He uses Jungian active imagination to work with these archetypes. These techniques have been around forever, long before Meghan Markle appeared in our lives and decided that she was the King of Wands and she was going to own the concept archetypes. Fascinating. And I'm not a medical doctor, and this is all just my opinion, but textbook archetypal, you could say, narcissist. We'll leave it there and move on to the next card, which is, why is she doing this? Why does she need for herself to do this, and we get the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's a very aggressive energy. Very. It is swift, it is shocking, it is vicious, particularly when it's in the reverse, the Knight of Swords. Very aggressive, verbal. It's lawyers, it's fighting, it's asserting oneself in a very harsh way, quite a cruel way, with no regard to anyone else's feelings, anyone else's position. As I say, feelings. The Knight of Swords in reverse is an ugly energy. It's a vicious energy. It's a spiteful and vengeful energy. She's doing this, I think, because of the letter case. I think it has a lot to do with that she is going to assert her ownership of things right from the get-go in future, when she has anything that she feels that she can own, that she can make money out of, that she has come up with as a thought, as her own idea. You can't, of course, copyright ideas, but you, as soon as they're manifested in any kind of form, she is going to claim ownership of them. She really, really, really feels entitled to this, her big idea, and no one else is allowed near it. It's not about money. It's about more than that. It's about intellectual pride. Intellectual pride. He's quite an egotist, the King of Wands, and she's very pleased with herself for this idea. So, in my opinion, of course, and this is, of course, all just my opinion for entertainment purposes. So, how does Spotify feel about this? As I say, lots of bad press around it at the moment, lots of mockery. How do they feel about it? Ooh, don't like it. Three of Cups in reverse. It's the Friend card. Bit of a United Nations vibe there with that laurel wreath there, curious energy. But the Three of Cups is, of course, about friendship, is about celebrating, having a happy time together. It's fun. It's what the podcast was meant to be, I think. They thought that she was going to hang out with her famous friends on Spotify and have a chat with Elton John, have a chat with Amal Clooney, Michelle Obama, whoever else one of her famous friends happens to be. She's got lots of them, allegedly, all at the wedding. Oprah, Ellen, come and have a chat. It's going to be such fun, but oh no, it's now in the reverse, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a falling out of friends. This is not fun, this is not light-hearted, this is not happy. This is now all terribly serious and terribly grim and unpleasant, and we don't like it at all. Spotify really doesn't like it. They don't like the tone that this is taking. Very negative, very down, vengeful, as I say, with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So we've got interesting that we have two threes here. We have the Three of Swords upright, a very unpleasant and unhappy card, and the Three of Cups in reverse, a very unpleasant and unhappy card. And the threes are, of course, collaborations, teamwork. Not going well, let's just say. Megsy and Spotify, the team at Spotify who are trying to put this whole deal together for her to save the day. And so how does she feel about intellectual property? I have already spoken quite a bit in this reading about my opinion of how she feels about her own intellectual property, but let's ask the cards directly. How does she feel about it? Queen of Wands in reverse matches this king. It's a pair. I said when I saw this King of Wands that she feels very entitled. She needs to own this. She thinks that she is the bright spark who came up with this idea. Wands are ideas people, dramatic ideas, charismatic, exciting ideas, entertainment ideas, rather than intellectual ideas. Queen of Wands in reverse is her. She is literally the Queen of Wands, the fire sign woman, the Leo, the female energy now has come out, but come out in reverse. It's the same energy that I've picked up all through the reading, but the cards are literally confirming it, that she was very, very angry that the copyright case didn't go according to plan. I think she's felt that she should have done a big copyright sign at the bottom of that letter on each page, each paragraph, and perhaps submitted it however one gets one's copyright officially noted in the US or wherever, the UK, registered. And now she's going to jolly well make sure that she never loses out again. This is hers. I'm getting that very same energy. It's mine. I'm entitled to it. No one else is entitled to it. All mine because I am so clever. I am so whip smart. I am so much cleverer than anyone else, so much better than anyone else. Step aside, all of you who have used this word before. Now I own it. Now I understand it. Not really, but it's mine. Outcome of this quite heated reading. Well, a star is not born. Let us just say. A star dies, and stars do die eventually. All stars, even ours, is one day going to go out. And hers is certainly going out right now. The star in reverse, and does not look good for her. It's not telling me the outcome of the legal proceedings, the trademark application. She may well be granted the trademark. As I say, it's not unheard of. But for her personally, this is a fall from grace with the star in reverse. Her popularity is going to continue to plunge. She's not going to enhance her reputation. She is not going to shine in the firmament. She is not going to succeed on Spotify with this podcast. Spotify seemed to be disenchanted with her from this Three of Cups in reverse, and the star in reverse even more disenchanted by the end of this all. Could be a parting of the ways with Spotify because of the flop that this podcast turns out to be, despite the fact that she has trademarked the title, and all terrible. It's a calamity for her. Falling from grace, falling down into despair. The star when it's upright is hope and healing and faith and all of that stuff. When the star is in reverse, it is despair. It is losing your way, completely losing your way, losing sight of everything that is good in the world, everything that is your purpose, chasing this ownership and the glory that she attaches to this ownership, instead of actually doing something good. And she could do so much with this voice that she has on Spotify, this opportunity. She could really do a lot, but she's focused on all the wrong things, and it is going to end up badly for her, as most of the readings I see currently look at the end of them. A lot of negativity around her at the moment. There it is. And thank you for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.